Joel Gersmann. Joel Gersmann.
We have one of the cheapest theater tickets in the whole country, $4.75. We do not intend to raise the price, and it is absolutely the cheapest theater seat you can get anywhere. This does not mean because it's cheap that it's second rate. People have this strange idea, it's $4.75, it's not good. If you think that it feels better to pay $25 at the Civic Center, you can go do that, but I don't think it's going to be any better. So, it could be worse.
Everything you see here is a purely local product, and it's different from any other local product because it's all original and it's experimental. There are no theaters like this anywhere else in the country. The way you run experimental theater in a community generally they don't exist anymore. There used to be a lot of us back in the 70s, about 300 or 400 of them, and they're all gone. The reason is there's no support for theater arts anymore. When I mean theater arts, I don't mean the 5 millionth production of My Fair Lady. I mean original theater. If you would like to see us continue, you know, we reached our 25th anniversary this past May. If you would like to see us continue beyond our 25th anniversary, we'd appreciate it if you could drop $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 bills into these baskets. We do no fundraising in Madison. We haven't ever, and it's because this county is fundraised to death. But if you would like to see us continue beyond this period, this is a very bad period for theater, especially original theater. It's just about dead. And if you'd like to see us continue doing this service to the state of Wisconsin and the Midwest, we'd appreciate whatever you could throw in. 4 years ago, we were thrown out of the National Endowment for the Arts funding. They funded us for 17 years and told us basically we did theater, filthy theater. Two plays that got us in trouble was Hotel Queens, which is about Leona Hemsley. We were accused of being anti-Semitic. It was my play. And we did Chicken as a Chicken Hawk was the clinker because it was my show. It was about a musical about man-boy love, one of the forbidden subjects of the endowment's list of forbidden subjects, and that was the end of it. So if you'd like to see us continue, and you throw money in these baskets, you will be helping to aid and abet theater of filth. You can tell your friends you helped continue the tradition of theater of filth. Whatever you can handle will be greatly appreciated. No amount is too small. We just do plays and hope that people will want to see original work. But it is getting very hard. People ask me, oh, how many more theaters like this exist everywhere else? Well, one time there were hundreds. There were 300 or 400 around the country back in the 70s. Now there's none. Not a theater that does original productions all year round, 12 months a year. They just don't exist. And that's because this is a very difficult time for the arts. There's a lot of censorship and self-censorship. We got a book from, thank you. A book from People for the American Way, you know, the liberal watchdog group from Norman Lear, and the amount of censorship that is going on in communities around the country would make your hair curl. This play would not be allowed in at least 50% of the theater communities around the country. I'm not joking. It's very bad. So at least we're allowed to do something without asking permission. But in many places, censorship as well as self-censorship has destroyed theater as well as the whole problem of making money. In terms of making money, as usual this year, we're not having a great time. We're going to raise our ticket price to $5 next year, a whole quarter, which I don't think will break anybody. Because we discovered the movie prices are going up again. I think they're like $6.50 now for a first run feature. So we don't feel too guilty about that. But we're going to have to go to $5. We'll pray. Since we are actually out of cash right now, we would appreciate if you could drop $1, $2, or $3 bills to help us along in the month that we're going to be out of business. Our property tax today. We don't pay taxes, but we do pay property tax. And it's already something like $50 more than it was last year. We're being nickeled and dimed to death. Also, our heat bill went up since the Iraqi war, another couple of $100. So everything is sort of rising in these bizarre little increments, making it very hard to get through the year.
What's this?
I just have to show them.
Okay.
We are descending into the bowels of the theater.
What's happening with this?
I don't know.
When the weather gets once a week, you have to do this.
Once a week?
Yeah. once a week, you have to let the dirty water out of it.
Dirty water. Wow.
You see what happens?
I love that
Until it
dirty
runs
water.
clear. Until it runs clear.
Until it runs clear? When it cleared it then?
Well, it did now because I did it a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
So next Monday.
Does it usually fill this up?
No, just till it runs clear. It'll only be like a couple of hours.
Okay.
If you don't do it, dirt's going to build up here. We'll end up having to call a repairman. The thing is, it's very delicate because if you let dirt build up here, this thing might die. Period. This is a very old machine, and it's doing okay because we're cleaning it every year.
I love the smell down here.
We're about to embark on a new project. We discovered our furnace is dead after 16 years. Actually, the furnace is 65 years old. In order to get this new furnace, which is going to cost us between $5,000 and $6,000, we have to raise money for it. So if you would like to help us have a new furnace, because we don't have a furnace, we're not going to be operating this winter. Neat. 2 weeks ago, we were told by our roofer that we had to have our roof redone at the cost of $950. If we were renting tonight, you'd see all this water dripping down that wall there. Fortunately, it's not raining tonight, but we do have to get the roof repaired next week. This theater is very unique. We're going to be 26 years old, 26 this May. We are now the only theater in the country that does original plays by local playwrights 12 months a year. There is no other theater that does this sort of thing. When I mean original, they haven't been workshopped to death in 20 different versions. They haven't been oven tested in 20 of the theaters before they've done in New York. They are world premieres. So this is something that's very unique, and it's a local product.